Education is not an instrument of giving certificates. Education is a hallowed profession for gaining knowledge earlier. Today it has become an investment for future prosperous living. We choose the course not because it's really worth it, but what it gives to me at the end of it. There was a time when education was, we go to colleges and schools for the hallowed way of getting knowledge. Education is a hallowed profession for gaining knowledge earlier. Today it has become an investment for future prosperous living. Is it not right? We choose the course not because it's really worth it, but what it gives to me at the end of it. Can it give me a better job, get more money? So in this context, when everybody is running behind money, somebody has to stay steadfast and give values to children. Who should do that? When it doesn't come in a substantial measure from the homes and the schools, organizations like Disha Bharat have to come up and pitch in and start doing that role. We have to be surrogate parents, tell them the right values at the right time for the children. Education is not an instrument of giving certificates. I have narrated this incident today. Good things can be repeated. I finished my PhD. A boy who did PhD with me wanted to do another PhD from US. I'm talking of 1974-75, that time. Going to America was not easy at that time. His father was a primary school teacher near Belgaum in a small village. He sold his land and sent his son to US. Those days we did not have WhatsApp, and no telephones were not there, mobiles were not there, communication difficult, we had to write only in the letters. The boy studied, continued to do research there and got married to an American girl. Nothing wrong about it. He didn't tell his parents that he got married. He had a child and he came back to India after 5 years. I got a letter that he is coming to Belgaum, because that was the airport at that time, from Bombay to Belgaum. Since I was in Belgaum at that time, I went to the airport to see him. You should see it, you can visualize it. Small little airport at that time. When I went there, his father was standing near the airport, at the entrance. You can imagine a retired primary school teacher. The dhoti was once white in color, become yellowish now. Crumpled coat, the crumpled cap, and 4 days of beard on his face. Looking tired, but he had a rose in his hand. He had come to receive his son, and he is seeing him for the first time after 5 years. I went and touched his face, said, Kaka, we call him Kaka. Nice, no, your son is coming back. So he says, I want to see him, I have not seen him for a long time. Come inside. No, I'll stand here. After some time, the flight came from Mumbai. Along with my friend, 3-4 other young boys and girls were around him. Sometime we came out, then his father was not there. I asked my friend, your father had come to receive you, he is not there. He said, I don't know, I didn't see him. I thought he was lying. Eyes cannot deceive you. But we took the taxi and went to the village. After 2.5 hours, the father came home. He came by bus. I asked him, Kaka, you are waiting for your son. Why did you not meet him? You are holding the rose in your hand. Why did you not give him? He said, no. I saw him. He looks nice now. And he also saw me. Please watch. He also saw me. But you see, I'm an old man with haggard dress. He's a nice boy. So many young people around him. He may be a little sad meeting me. I said, why should I embarrass him? Anyway, he's coming home. I'll meet him at home. I came back bus. This question always haunts me. There are two people. One is a double doctorate who did not go and touch his father's feet. Other one is not so educated father, but he feels that his presence should not cause embarrassment for his son. He comes by bus. Who is educated and who is literate? I always say difference between education and literature. My friend was a good literate. He got 2 doctorates, but his father was better educated. Therefore, who gives the values of these values to education? And as Rekha Madam was telling, young people, you get very high qualifications, all right, but the confidence level is dipping. Why? You have a maid servant in the house, you tell her, don't come from tomorrow, she will not be shocked. She said, don't worry, I'll get another 2 houses. Only you should take care to see that she doesn't leave you. Am I right? You have to fight with her, somehow manage to see that she is with you. Your plumber has no job to worry. Electrician has no worry of his jobs. You have to go and beg him, Baba, come on Sunday, please repair it. He said, no, I can't come on Sunday. I'll try Monday evening. You have to accept it. He is not scared of losing job. But of course, graduates are mortally scared of losing jobs. Therefore, I am worried. This education that we had from LKG to whatever level we had was meant to give me confidence. But has it taken away the confidence from me? The other day I was in Mandya. I was talking to some people, my friends there. You tell the professors to go and meet the Prime Minister. They'll send a mail, wait for some time, send another reminder mail, wait for some time, try to contact the secretary. They will not wait for another month. But tell the farmers there, go and meet the Prime Minister. They will not send a mail, They will take the next mail and go to Delhi, sit in front of the Prime Minister's house, say Jai Ka, Jai Jai Jai, and meet the Prime Minister and come back. The question is, I'm not saying the right way or the wrong way. The confidence level I'm talking about. Confidence is a great value today. Great value. So therefore, how do you inculcate these values to them? But one thing is this, I don't agree that today's children are not good. They're extremely good. I love it. If you want to have some future about India and have some happiness in my heart because of these children in the colleges. They are extremely good, but they ask questions. Very important. When we were children and father said don't ask questions, I never asked. Out of respect, we never asked. But today children are not so. They ask questions, why? Why should you do it? And if you correctly answer them, they'll follow you. I have seen this in India and abroad. Any other college, universities. I was so stupid. I should explain my predicament. First time when I was asked to speak in Harvard University, I was talking to the teacher and graduates, final year graduate students of the education department. Somebody had tutored me wrongly that the students of Harvard have horns on their head and they are arrogant. My mistake. I went with that perception. When I finished my class of 45 minutes, 1 hour, I said, any questions? One girl stood up. She asked me, are you a visiting professor? I said, no, I'm a professor of music. She smiled and said, why don't you take the full course for us? The class was interesting. I said, you may not like my course. See, remember my mistake. I was thinking that she's arrogant. I saw her eating chewing gum in the class. You may not like me as a course teacher. I said, why? She asked. You're eating chewing gum in the class. In India, it's a sign of disrespect for the teacher. I thought she would say, come on, what's the problem? I thought so. But the girl even picked up her wallet, removed a tissue paper, I'm sorry, I did not know. It was a slap on my face. Is it not right? I thought she is arrogant, but I was arrogant, carrying a prejudiced mind with me. Therefore, my friends, let's not understand, they take these children wrong. They ask questions, wrong questions. In fact, recently one person asked me, sir, you have been talking about Vishwamitra. Recently, I spoke about Vishwamitra for about 8 days in Lokali. One boy came and asked me, sir, Vishwamitra talks so much. They fellow, so Vishwamitra, all mistakes he did. He killed the children of Vashishta and he chased that Urvashi, Menaka, Urvashi, somebody. And then, he married both, in fact, interestingly. The question is, and then, he went to Trishanku, he supported Trishanku, he lost his all tapasya and all that. How can he be great for Rishi? I said, the problem is this, we don't understand properly. Why was it required? Vishwamitra was one of the topmost, even today is Saptarshi. Among the Rishi Parampara we have, the topmost is Saptarshi. Vishwamitra remains a Saptarshi. The way he comes into Ramayana and goes back, he comes as unexpectedly and goes back unexpectedly. He comes and takes Rama, Lakshmana there, he didn't want Lakshmana, but Rama and Lakshmana packaged deal. They go together. They went together. They killed Tataki. Look at it, how beautifully Vishwamitra managed it. And I explained to him, he said, my God, sir, I should read more about it. I said, look, the idea of Vishwamitra, he could have killed Tataki himself. He was a genius. He was a great warrior. He wanted Rama there, a 13-year-old boy, project on the platform of the world saying he's the most brave man. 13-year-old boy killing Tataki and Maricha. Maricha threw him to the seashore and Subahu killed him. And next what he did? He took Ahal Ashram, Ahalyodhara. So suddenly Rama not only becomes a brave man, becomes a mystical man. Then goes to Janaka Ashram, Janaka Raja, Mithila. Then he breaks the Shivadhanus. So what is that Vishwamitra trying to do? He is trying to put an image before Rama saying that this young boy is the future icon for you. Who was the avatar before him? Parashurama. Parashurama was a violent model. And Vishwamitra wanted to replace a violent model by a non-violent model of Rama. He brought him there. And what a classic image. Shivadhanus was meant, white Shivadhanus came there. Shiva wanted to kill all the devatas and all that. He was angry, Daksha Yajna. And finally all devas requested, he gave it back. And it came to the lineage of Janaka. It was a symbol of violence. Rama broke it. And then Parashurama comes immediately after marriage. Parashurama, who is Parashurama? His own sister's son. Look at it. Vishwamitra's sister's son is Parashurama. And he was a violent model. He replaces him by Rama. And then when the job is done, he goes away. The ability of a person to replace one icon by another icon in such a short span of time is amazing in Ramayana. And he never comes back into Ramayana. I explained to him, he said, sir, I didn't know this part. I would like to make detailed studies, see some books about it. This is young people today. I love them so much. But tell them the values, when you teach through the Bharat, I know they have done a remarkable job. They went to colleges. In fact, I remember the first class in MLA college where I was asked to take a class. I didn't know what Disha Bharat. You see, initially we had discussion with Rekha ma'am and all that. There were about 60, 70 girls in the Lakshmi Amanya college, and I told some stories about it. And I could see children crying. And one girl came and told me, "Sir, this story will change my life." I said, "That's what is required today." What Disha Bharat is doing is touching the lives of young people at the right time and turning their mind towards the glorious heritage and culture of India. Once you do that, if you do that at this age, you are contributing really substantially to the Indian glory. If I can talk nicely later on, higher age is all right, but this young age is more important. Catch them young is more important. The last word, a chain is supposed to be as strong as the weakest link. The moment the link gives away, it doesn't remain a chain. In the humanity, we are also a link. We are also a link. If I don't become a strong link, I don't pass on the heritage that I received from my elders to the next generation, I become the weakest link. I do not want to be weakest link. Therefore, it's good to be part of Disha Bharat. Talk to youngsters. And one thing I have learned as a teacher is, we understand only when we start teaching. We never understood the subject when we learned. Only when we taught, we understood it. Therefore, more we tell children about values and culture, we understand better and make them clearly understand. Therefore, I do not remain a weak link. I become a strong link so that this culture and heritage of India will continue for the next generations. Thank you so much.